Catalog data entry links pre-existing data from the digitized printed catalogs and accession register of VSMP, the images database, and the lexicons. I will take you through an example of a manuscript of Panchadashi, accession number VSM 14786. We work on a workstation that has two screens, one where we can view and scroll through the manuscript images, and a second where we can enter the catalog data. The catalog data is divided into different sections, and we begin with the start of the process. As soon as I enter an accession number, all pre-existing data from the accession register, printed catalogs, and the image database is automatically filled as a guide to me. The most important choice I make is the manuscript title. The title in the printed catalog is Panchadashi Satik. The first page of the manuscript says the title is Padadipika. Seeing that the manuscript contains Panchadashi with its commentary Tatparya Bodhini, select the given title from the lexicon as Panchadashi Tatparya Bodhini Cha. Since both the root and the commentary is published, the same lexicon entry is selected for the Kriti. As soon as I choose these two fields, the subject, keywords, author, and the commentator are automatically populated. As you can see, so far I have typed nothing except the title given in the manuscript. Reading the manuscript, I find it has only 6 chapters, so I have to manually edit the keywords to remove some chapter names. I go through the other fields and select the respective entries from the drop-down items given by the system. I found a scribe name in the colophon, so I type that in and give the image number on which I found that data. This makes the job of the peer reviewer easier. They need to see only this image to verify my typing. The next section relates to the physical data of the manuscript. I have not seen the manuscript, so I rely solely on what I can see in the image and what was given in the catalog. Each of these fields is again filled by selecting the appropriate values from drop-down menus. The 14 lines per page and 39 letters per line is pre-filled in this case. I quickly check it from the images. Going through the manuscript, I can see there are many handwritings, so I choose the appropriate entry. The catalog says there are 103 folios in this manuscript and I have 206 images, so I leave these entries untouched. In the next section, we have to provide the properties of images. Some of the data about images was generated at the page sequencing stage and it is already populated for me. The most important data here relates to the missing pages. In this case, there are none. The historical data section relates to the dates and places for the manuscript. I find the colophon gives a complete date, so I record those in Prathamanta Sanskrit in descending order, year to day. The Christian year is a searchable field, is filled in and to validate the year CE. As the scribe did not mention the place of writing, I choose unknown from Dropbox. Since the manuscript has only 6 out of 15 chapters of Panchadashi, I type the names of the chapters available in the manuscript here. The last set of entries are transcriptions of important pages. The manuscript does not have a cover page and it has a blank flyleaf. Since we plan to show the first and last pages of manuscripts with more than 100 pages, the begin and end text too do not need to be transcribed. I can see the colophons on one screen and I carefully transcribe them exactly as they appear in the manuscript. This catalog field acknowledges the name of the donor who is supporting this work. At present, there is only one, so I select Secure Matters. After filling all the fields properly, I must check them all once again and mark the work done as complete. I then choose two of my colleagues as reviewers and submit the catalog entry for review. In case they find errors, the work will come back to me for corrections. Once the entry is perfect, the entry is sent to be publishable catalog.